Greetings and salutations, and this is Techrodot here, back with more .hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth. Jeez, this game's title is going to start becoming a mouthful to say, especially when we get to the second game when I have to say Reminisce instead of Rebirth. Yep, the title gets longer. But anyway, I'm not getting to the second game for a little while. I've already said that, like, I'm doing this Let's Play, and then I'm going to be doing, 2 more Let's Plays in between this the second game, because I don't want to get for one, I don't want to get burnt out of this game, but also I just have stuff recorded for 2 other Let's Plays already, and I want to get them done. I already canceled Batman Arkham Asylum because I was taking too long with uploading it and didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, I am going to get these Let's Plays up while they're recorded, and before I decide I'm going to delete them too, because not every game could be a Spyro 2, where I literally recorded it almost a year before the Let's Play came out. Yeah, that's still crazy to think about. Like, my Spyro 2 Let's Play came out almost a year after the game was even recorded. The gameplay was recorded long in advance for that one, because it was supposed to be the second Let's Play of Run on Game Season 3, or not Season 3, Volume 3, but it wasn't. To recap on that, okay, I'm going to shut up a little bit, because... is this an important cut? No, I think this is just explaining side quest. I don't think I need to... Yeah, sorry, I don't think I need to shut up for this one, so I'm not. But, to give context, Tales from the Borderlands, my Let's Play for that ended in, June of... Actually, no, Spyro 2 was recorded alongside Tales from the Borderlands, if I remember correctly. So, it was being recorded all the way back in February of last year. Guess when the Let's Play finally started? October. Well, so maybe, no, it's like a few months less than a year. It's like 6 months would have been August, September, 8 months. It was like 8 months recorded ahead of time, you know?
It's pretty difficult,
but still.
To keep the king. King Chim?
But still. And I say, hey, yeah, hey. I say, hey. What song is that? Because that song occasionally gets stuck in my head for some reason. And I don't even remember what the song was, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I really don't. And yeah, I'm sorry, this is just a side quest cutscene, so I'm not going to, like, respect it that much. Side quests in games to me have always just been, like, meh. But this game does have some... It's kind of funny to call them side quests here, though, because there are a couple of them that are mandatory for progression. Which begs the question, why are you calling them side quests? When you require the player to do them, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever, dude. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
I guess we should start looking for places where King Chim could be hiding.
King Chim attacks by jumping on you, so watch out.
I wonder where he is.
Wait, that was it? The time I did decide to shut up for a cutscene, that's all it was? Okay. A little disappointed there, but oh well. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what tidal waves do. I've never used one. Like, obviously I know what a tidal wave is in real life, but you never know if that's just the name of, like, some kind of power, or if that's, like, accurate to what it is. Like, it's just a literal tidal wave. You never know, you know? Okay, I'm gonna assume it's Gaspard kicking them, because Syllabus isn't even close enough. But I'm not seeing the animation. But assuming it's Gaspard, damn, Gaspard must have some real beef with those Chim-Chims. I'm gonna be honest there. He must have some real beef with the Chim-Chims. Because he'd be just auto-kicking the moment they come out. The Chim-Chim diss track better be coming out soon, Gaspard. You better be coming out with that diss track soon. Looking forward to it, man. It better be good. Fucking Gaspard with the Chim-Chim diss track. Oh, but when the Chim-Chims snap back with their own diss track, that's gonna... That's gonna be some fire right there. I'm sorry, Gaspard, but they might best you on that one. the Gaspard and the Gaspard and Chim Chim beef is real. Is real, man. Like, I'm sorry. It's so funny to me. He just stood there auto kicking like he had something against him. Like, I didn't even have to move to go kick him, but then the Syllabus tried to move to go get him, but he wasn't close enough. Every time, like, he was about to go kick him, Gaspard did it. Like, Mans was out for revenge. Gaspard wanted all the smoke. I'm sorry, that was just funny to me. They were just getting auto-kicked by him so bad. Gaspard really said, y'all asses ain't getting out of here. Oh, wow. Not really much else I could add to that joke, so I'm not, if I continue, it's just gonna start being unfunny, so I'm not gonna do that. Well, it might become a recurring joke for the Let's Play, but I'm talking about if I add anything to it now, it might not be a good idea, you know? You get what I'm saying? I definitely have some ideas for making it a running joke, though, knowing some stuff that happens later. But we'll get there when we get there. Okay, that time, it looks like it's going back and forth between them on that one. But on the other one, Gaspard was out for blood. Wow. Look how fast this man runs after the Chim Chims. Wow, Gaspard really be out for blood out here. Oh, man.
What's that?
It's a Niue. Haseo, it's a Niue. We've got to kick it.
Huh?
Haseo, King Chim Chim will show up if you kick the Niue.
What? So, we just need to kick it. About time. Let's get it over with. Hand that over.
Sorry for not talking when we were chasing after that lucky animal. There just wasn't enough gameplay. I didn't want to start talking and then immediately stop. But yeah, here is a King Chim. Yeah, these guys, we only run into them every once in a while, honestly. They're not really common. I think you only fight one in this game. And I think there's multiple in the next game, because I do remember fighting at least one already in the next game. And I'm only like a couple hours into that one.
Phew! I thought we were gonna turn into pancakes.
We need to go to the quest shop.
Okay, I guess I didn't need to be silent for that cutscene, because that guy didn't have any, like, verbal dialogue. He just had, like, text, but whatever. I still went silent for it for some reason. Past B decided it was necessary. Man, we had to get out of there fast. Gaspard was about to go ham on them chim-chims. I'm sorry. It's just too funny to me. Gaspard really be having beef with those guys. Like, I'm just waiting for the diss tracks to drop. You know they're going to be heat. You know they're going to be fire. I'm ready for Gaspard to spit some bars. Okay, we're gonna save real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's funny how, like, these games still say you're saving on the PlayStation 4 system because, they're the PS4 version of the game. And I only download the PS4 versions of games when, like, it's the only option. Like, if this had a PS5 version, that's the one I'd had downloaded. But it doesn't. But it is a little weird, this saying the PS4 system when I'm on a PS5 playing this. So, yeah, that is a little strange, in my honest opinion. What do we got here? Thank you for your regular patronage of the world. This is to inform you that you can now participate in the CHIMS Kicker campaign. For details, please talk to the NPC client, Dr. Kubo. Dr. Kubo's house is in Mac Anu's mercenary district. Okay. Pass me. You going a little too fast there. Since you insisted that I email you, there's an area that I love and I was wondering if you would like to join me. The area is Submissive Tragedies 1000 Oaks. Some of this game's area names really do be sounding dark though. Like, I swear, I'm not reading all this out loud. I'm sorry. Like, this one, I know for a fact past me did not go through this slow enough. Because I know how I am with this kind of stuff. When it's this long, I usually skim through it. So you're not gonna hear me say like stuff from that. Okay. I don't know why I clicked back on it, but okay. Pass me, what are you doing? We got shit to do. We got places to go. We got to meet up with Adelie. Come on, man. Come on, man. Pass me. I thought we were cool, man. I don't know why you wasting time here. That should be all the things I gotta read for now, though. It is important to check these emails, though, because, like, a lot of times you can't progress until you've read an email. Like, a lot of progression's locked behind the emails. Like, we literally had to read an email to progress just now, because we need to read Adelie's email to progress the story.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
So, would you please invite me to your party? The two of us will be heading to Delta Submissive Tragedies 1000 Oaks.
I'm going to avoid spoilers when I say this, but Adelie's arc, and just like the arc between her and Haseo overall, is actually really fucking good. Like, at first, both characters could come off as a little annoying, but the reason I call Adelie a bean is mainly because of stuff I know that happens later. Because at first she does seem a little annoying and overbearing and stuff like that, just a tad bit. But in this early game, or not in this early game, in the later game, she's a lot more likable. And actually, it doesn't take long before we get to that point, honestly. Like, I think in a few more cutscenes, we'll already be at the likable Adelie. She's kind of mostly likable from the very beginning. It's just that she has a couple moments where she could be a little much, you know, like right here, for example, or in the last cutscene where she snapped at Haseo, but, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know this when I was doing this, but apparently, like, there's certain missions you can only invite certain characters to. And I didn't know that, so I invited Syllabus, and then I realized, oh, we can't go in there with Syllabus. It's only supposed to be these two. And then I was like, do I sense what this game's trying to do here? I'm not going to say anything in case it does turn out to be spoiler, but this game heavily implies these two are developing into something.
Prettier than usual?
This first game, at least. I haven't gotten too far in the second game, like I said already, but yeah.
Now then, let's go find the beast statue.
I have some more comments to say about Haseo and Natalie that aren't really related to the obvious hints that they might become a ship, like a canon ship. I don't know if that happens or not, but like aside from like that, I do have some other comments about them, but they're comments I gotta save for later because of spoiler type stuff, and the fact they'll be more appropriate when certain things in the game happen. So yeah, just better off waiting and like talking about it later, you know. I don't like these enemies. Like, okay, I like most of the enemies in this game, but there are two specific types. I think one type you don't even encounter until the second game, if I remember correctly. But this enemy type is the only one that gets on my nerves for a long time, because I just hate that they knock you back with that stupid, like... Are these guys supposed to be mirrors? Like, the big thing on the top is what they hit you with. Are they mirrors? Are they swords? I don't know what they are. Like, at first I thought these guys were literally like moving chairs. And then I was like, no, the little middle thing's floating. That wouldn't be a chair. And then I thought they were like swords. But now I'm thinking about it. Are they mirrors? Like, I can't tell what the fuck those guys are. But they are the most annoying enemy for most of this game, in my opinion. So, yeah. I also just hate the noise. Luckily, not too many enemies have that noise. There's only like 2 in this game, I think, that do that, which are these guys and not the thing I'm fighting, obviously, but the guys I said look like chairs, look like swords, look like fucking mirrors. Can't tell what the fuck they're supposed to be. These guys right here that I'm fighting now, like only them and one other enemy has that voice line, but that noise is just so annoying. And yes, I'm over exaggerating how stupid it sounds on purpose. I mean, it's not so annoying that it ruins the experience for me or anything. It's kind of just mildly annoying. I am just like playing it up a little bit. It's only mildly annoying. It's not enough to ruin the game or anything, but it is quite an annoying noise, and it does make me hate those enemies a little more. But yeah. What we got here? Mecha Grunty. Oh, these guys. These guys. You get a reward if you feed them CHIM spears.
Emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. CHIM sphere, please. Oink.
Are grunties supposed to be pigs? Because some of them make oinking noises, but other ones don't. You know? Like this one, and one we'll be meeting soon, both make oink noises, but then like other grunties don't. They make other noises. It's kind of makes me wonder, are they supposed to be pigs or are they supposed to be something else? Because like, I don't know. Grunties are a little weird. Most of them are chill. I like the mecha grunties, for example. Like, I do like them as a mechanic because like that you feed them a CHIM spear, they give you a reward, and they launch off. You get like this little funny cutscene of them launching off with like this orchestrical music. I don't know if orchestrical is a word, but that's how I'm saying it. So we're just dealing with it.
By a council of officers known as the Seven Council. You remember who Sakaki is, right? He is one of the officers.
Man, I don't have time for this.
Hey, Haseo, wait!
Haseo's a real jerk for like the first half of this game, and even a little bit later, I would say. He does become a lot less of a jerk in the latter half of this first game, but he still has his moments like that, you know, and it's, I know it's for a development purposes. It's a Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank 1 type scenario where they probably made him this way on purpose just to develop him, because he does feel like he develops slowly but surely out of this, and he hasn't fully like developed out of this attitude by the point I got in the second game, but he does feel like a lot less of a jerk by that point. So it does feel like they intentionally played up him being a jerk early on in this game, just so like we could see that he's less of one as the game goes. You know, like, it's kind of interesting because really late into this game, he does some stuff that early game Haseo would not do. And especially once we get into the second game, there's also a couple moments like that. But we'll get there where we get there. It is a really nice development, even though I haven't experienced the finish line of it. I've kind of just experienced, like, maybe the first half of the development, because I do feel like by the point I got in the second game, he's, like, halfway through that development, just about, maybe. It depends on if that development's done by the end of the second game, or if it goes into the third game, even. But yeah, he does feel a lot like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank 1, where, like, he starts out like a real jerk, but as the game goes, he kind of like develops friendships and relationships with people, and like he just starts to consider stuff a little more. You'll see what I mean when we get to some later shit. Like, there's definitely a moment with Adelie in the late game that kind of shows him caring a little more about her than like he initially lets on. But in a way, Adelie kind of earns that, though, because it does seem like Haseo actually did hate her. And we get, like, kind of a somewhat reason for that. I wouldn't necessarily call it valid, but we do get kind of a reason for that a little later. But once we get to the late game, she kind of earns her way into, like, him caring about her. Like, how hard she tries this stuff later on, which I know I said I wouldn't talk much about how their relationship develops. And for the most part, I'm not going to talk much more on this, but this is kind of the last thing I have to say, is basically that, like, she works way too hard to earn, like, Haseo's respect and trust and stuff and all that. And while, like, when I say she works way too hard, I mean she works way too hard for someone like Haseo, because Haseo is kind of a jerk to her for most of this game, but we'll get there. We'll get to that topic a little more when we get to those scenes. You know? He's mainly a jerk to her, Pai, and I want to say Sakaki. Sakaki's a little more justified, though, because, in my honest opinion, because the guy kind of always acts like he's, like, high and mighty compared to other people. Like, he's like, oh, I'm this important person. Like, he doesn't, like, act like he thinks he's important, but, like, he, like, acts like he is important, if that makes sense. I don't know how to say it. Like, I get why Haseo doesn't like Sakaki, especially because there are strong hints in this game, and I don't know if this is actually true or if I'm just reading too much into this, but there are strong hints in this game that Sakaki is manipulating Adelie, and that's the main thing Haseo gets annoyed with. And part of me thinks it's because he doesn't like that she's being manipulated, but he also knows that he can't tell her she's being manipulated because she won't listen. She, like, trusts Sakaki too much. And, yeah, that might just be me reading too much into it. For all I know, Sakaki could be genuine with, like, leading Adelie and other people and stuff. For all I know, like, whatever he's hiding that's hinted throughout the game is, like, something that's actually not that bad. But we'll never know till we get to that point, you know? And we won't be getting to that point in this first game at all, so, yeah. And even if we did, I wouldn't really be talking about that point because, spoiler. Like, everything I say here that might sound too spoilery is either, like, something that isn't as important as you might think, is only a small detail of something that actually is a spoiler that I'm not going to get into yet because don't want to spoil, or it's a theory. My theory is that Sakaki is manipulating Adelie. I don't know for sure he's doing that, but there are plenty of signs that point to it. So I theorize that he is.
That can't be right. See? There is something there. Let's go find out what it is.
Huh? Why do I have to go too? Just go check by yourself.
Oh, come on. Won't you please come with me?
Fine, fine. If it'll shut you up, I'll go with you.
Thanks! It's this way.
Okay, now back to what I was saying. And if it turns out Sakaki is manipulating Adelie, then Haseo is 100% justified in being rude to Sakaki or having a disdain for him every time he's mentioned. Because I feel like Haseo has the same feeling about him that I'm having. Like, I feel like it's kind of hinted throughout the game that he doesn't trust Sakaki at all. And I think part of that is because it's coming off as if Adelie is completely being manipulated by him. Which is, yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, though. It could be false. But I do think that's what Haseo is probably thinking throughout this game. And that's probably why he has such a disdain for Sakaki. But in terms of Pai and Adelie, he kind of doesn't have any real justification to snap at them or be mean to them. But we'll get more into these topics. I can't say much more than like the base level shit I'm saying until we get to later stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up because this is a very important cutscene we got coming up.
What? Haseo!
We're being sucked towards Triage's sign.
Where?
Are we in the Lost Grounds? Wow, look at this underground lake. This might just be a fantastic new discovery, Haseo. Haseo, someone's there. What is that? It's so pretty. That sound. It's coming from that person.
That guy. What's up with him?
Well, let's go ask him. Wait, please!
It's dangerous! Stop!
What?
Hey!
Stay back! Take this! And now, Magus!
What are these guys? Did you get them? Whew.
All done. You two okay?
It doesn't seem like I'm very welcomed here. Well, whatever. Hey you, over there, are you okay?
What happened to me?
What do you mean, what happened?
I think I was attacked by a strange monster. Then I heard a loud sound that startled me, and I don't remember anything after that.
What the? Did she faint in real life, too?
At any rate, I'm glad I got here in time.
Who are you?
Who, me? Oh, well, I'm an investigator for CC Corp.
One of the system administrators? A game master?
Well, something like that. I got a report about a bug in this area, and so I rushed right over.
So, that monster was actually a bug?
Right. It would probably be best to stay away from here until the data finishes repairing.
No. There's no way in hell that was a bug data. How could a player faint from something like that? Not to mention, what was that giant puppet thing that defeated the monster?
Puppet?
So, you were able to see the Avatar.
Avatar?
That's right, Mr. Haseo, the Terror of Death.
Do CC Corp investigators usually remember a player's nickname?
Hardly. I couldn't help but think it was too much of a coincidence to meet up with you here.
What?
Nothing, just talking to myself. I bet that you would like to know a lot more about avatars. Am I right?
Not really.
You can use one too.
Huh?
The fact that you were able to see my avatar means that you and your character have the right attributes.
Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Come on. Come over to our headquarters and you'll see. And while you're at it, you might be able to get some info on Tri-Edge.
Who told you about that?
Like I said, that's just one more reason why you should come.
Looks like this is a big fiasco.
How can you just brush off something that happened to you like this?
What's wrong, Haseo? Why are you acting so scary all of a sudden?
If we hadn't been lucky, you'd have... No, it's nothing.
Oh, okay. But I caused you a lot of trouble with what happened, right?
So you realize it.
I'm sorry. Do you think that you could give me another chance?
Listen, the next time you invite me, make it somewhere where we can level up.
And that was June. I'm going to be ending off the video very soon, but we got to get out of here first. I forget which way you got to go for that. Is it this way? Or can we just leave? Like, can we pause the game and leave? Okay, I guess it was this way. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, we can warp out. I'm going to be ending the video off right about here. So, bye.